If you like formal garden design and are perhaps thinking of building such a garden, this place has got some really nice touches that are achievable almost anywhere, especially when it comes to the plant material. So let's have a look around. Some of the key elements that make up a formal garden are symmetry, manicured lawns, neat and tidy garden beds, and of course clipped hedges. And this garden's certainly got some of those that help define the garden into different areas, which is a great way to use hedging plants. You can create a hedge of virtually any size depending on the plants you use. Now, Buxus are an old classic, and these guys are fairly young, but they would be happy being kept at this height if you prune them, or if you want to let them get a little bit bigger, you can do. Like this, and this is exactly the same plant. And just remember with Buxus, they need to be pruned regularly to keep them nice and tight. Or if you wanted to get them up a little bit bigger, no problem at all. And remember, Buxus are really hardy too. If you want a fast-growing hedge or screen, Viburnum odoratissima is a beauty. Interesting foliage, clusters of white flowers in summer, and a good hardy plant. Also really fast-growing is the Leyland cypress. This one's botanical name is Crosscapressicyperus leylandii Leighton's green. A bit of a mouthful, I know, but the good thing about botanical names is that they are consistent all over the world, ensuring no confusion. So, if we were in France, for example, this would be Crosscapressicyperus leylandii Leighton's green. C'est très bien. Just be careful with these because they can get very big, with some councils putting a ban on them. Now, have you heard of plant rage? It's a fairly new phenomenon, and these can cause it, because in the wrong place they can shade out your neighbours, causing all sorts of dramas. Now, to give you an example, these were put in 7 years ago in 8-inch pots, about this sort of height. They got up this high in 4 years, and since then they've been pruned for the last 3 years, but left unchecked, they could easily get up to the size of that gum tree in a few years, which is massive. So be very careful where you plant them. Now, of course, it's not all about hedges. Punctuating the formality with some feature plants is a must, if you ask me. And this magnolia is a stunner. It's one of the deciduous varieties called Magnolia heptapeta, or the Yulin magnolia. And what a feature it is. Of course, there's heaps of plants you can use for formal hedges. Things like Morellas, you've got camellias, lily-pillies, and I really like this layered effect too. It looks beautiful. So you can see these guys have really hedged their beds.